deck tries to throw our plan into the sea before we even start. Offshore, a loose bolt becomes a broken body, so we lock everything down. The deck tries to throw our plan into the sea before we even start.
Every crimp is a promise, and the ocean loves breaking promises.
If it hesitates now, it quits when the shark runs.
Storm level rises, and with it, the cost of every mistake.
Big predators want big meals, and we're setting the table in the dark.
Down here, the bait is a beacon, and anything can read it without showing itself.
False hits are worse than nothing, because they make everyone jump early. Gear readiness is high, but the ocean decides when we're allowed to use it.
Something touched the line, and the next touch might not be gentle.
The deck punishes sloppy line management instantly.
Drag is a brake. Too hot and it phases when the run starts.
The bait is in the window, and that window won't stay open forever.
One clean click is enough to make everyone stop breathing. We prepare for impact, because the ocean rarely gives second chances.
Something heavy is testing us without showing itself.
That steady tick means a predator is finally committing to position.
The first sign isn't a fin, it's fear on the surface.
We fight the angle first, because steel edge's end fights fast.
A shadow that clean means a fast predator is circling outside our control.
With circle hooks, patience is the strike, and patience hurts. We build backups now, because sharks find weaknesses later.
In a storm, straight lines are suspicious.
It's close enough to take it, and choosing not to means it's thinking.
Heat and slack are the two silent killers of shark fights.
It inspects like an engineer, looking for the mistake we didn't know we made.
That load is the moment the decision starts turning into physics.
Surface boils are the ocean, translating something fast turning below.
When it faints like this, it's testing our nerve as much as the bait.
Storm level climbs, and deck discipline become the only safety.
It's inside the strike zone, and that's the most stressful place to wait.
We let pressure do the work, because adrenaline breaks leaders.
The bite is sudden, and now geometry has to finish the set.
That burst means the shark just turned power into speed.
If we stay smooth here, the hook will in the jaw contorner.
The run is the shark's first argument, and it's loud.
Hardware failing under tension is a nightmare you fix while it's happening. This is the moment the circle hook decides whether we win or reset.
We trade speed for control, because control keeps leaders alive. Distance is the shark's weapon, and it's spending it fast. On a storm deck, one loose tool becomes an injury.
The line goes from chase to lock, and that's when the fight truly begins.
We steal inches back because inches become feet, and feet become a landing.
The hook is seated at the jaw corner. Now every surge is a clean test of our system.
Crew fatigue rises, but posture is what keeps the leader from snapping.
Boat side pressure is where angle mistakes end fights.
Steering becomes defense because the hull is a blade.
Depth is leverage, and leverage is how sharks try to win in silence. Heat builds quietly, and quiet failure still ends the fight.
Circling changes angles until something breaks, and we can't let that something be our leader.
The chair turns pain into endurance, and endurance wins these fights.
When the fin shows, the fight stops being theoretical.
Landing plan comes out now because the last minutes injure people.
Seeing it climb means we're approaching the most dangerous distance, right beside steel.
One bad grab turns gloves into shredded fabric and fish into gone. Close track means we're entering the danger zone where the hull can end it.
Smooth drag is the difference between progress and a snap leader. Keep the pressure, easy now, easy.
Even close, it can surge, so we keep tension perfect.
The shark waits for slack, and slack is what tired hands accidentally give.
It's testing the boat side angle, trying to rub the leader on steel.
If we time it right, we guide the head. If not, we lose the whole fight.
A breach this close to steel is pure shock load, and now the real war starts.
The hook placement is perfect, but perfect doesn't make it easy.
Rhythm is how we steal distance without paying for it in snap line.
Every jump is a shock test, and the leader is the weakest link.
Absorb the hit, then go back to smooth. Stiffness breaks gear. It trades air for depth, hoping depth gives it leverage.
Tail walking turns tension into violence, and violence is what snaps leaders. We cool the system because heat failure looks like nothing until the line is gone.
Circles are strategy, turning our fight into an angle problem. Boat side air is the most dangerous air because steel is right there.
We move as one machine because the shark changes direction faster than any one person can.
High breaches mean it still has fuel, and fuel means surprises at the rail. One wrong grab turns confidence into injury.
The run is shorter now, but the power is concentrated.
We stage everything because the landing window opens fast and closes faster.
If the leader holds through this, the shark's options start shrinking.
One clean touch proves control is possible, but we need it sustained.
Seeing it this close means one mistake can still erase everything.
This is the last violent argument before the landing decision.
Guide the head! Lose the head, lose the fight!
Even now it can surge, so tension has to stay perfect.
The tail rope is our lock. If it seats, the shark can't run cleanly.
A swinging sling can injure fast, so we guide it like a moving machine part.
The moment the sling touches water, the shark will try one more burst.
Partial weight is the most unstable moment because swinging starts here.
We clear hazards first because adrenaline lies and steel doesn't.
Control the head, then the tail, because that order keeps people alive.
A shark on deck is a weapon. Direction is safety.
The hook is holding, but the shark is still looking for one weak moment.
The moment we think it's over is when it usually explodes. Touching deck doesn't mean finished. This is where chaos starts.
A slide toward the rail is terrifying because one more meter restarts the nightmare.
Control the head and the rest becomes possible. Lose it and nobody is safe.
One tail hit can injure fast, so we keep spacing and discipline.
The hook is proof and risk. Remove it wrong and steel becomes a projectile. Ending fishing doesn't end danger. Restraint does.
When the final motion ends, silence is where procedure takes over.
We clean fast because one slip after victory still counts as failure. Now danger turns into discipline, and discipline is what protects quality.
Clean handling is the only way this fight becomes value.
Cold control is the real finish line, and we're not allowed to miss it. Packaging locks freshness, and bad seals destroy it silently. The fight is over, but the cold chain is a new kind of pressure.
We reset the deck, but because the ocean never stops assigning work.
Dock time is temperature loss, so the handoff has to be fast and clean.
Offshore discipline only matters if the cold chain survives land.
A closed truck is a moving refrigerator, and minutes outside it cost quality.
The line turns one violent fight into consistent portions, and consistency is the market. Cold chain is choreography. Miss one step and quality falls apart. The last seal is the last promise, and promises are what customers taste.
Even at port, speed matters, because temperature is always trying to climb.
In the kitchen, the ocean becomes ingredient, and every earlier decision shows up here.
Precision on a board is built on discipline at sea.
The seer is unforgiving, just like the storm deck was.
Fine plating hides the violence, but it can't hide quality.
The last meters of the journey are quiet, but they carry the whole story.
One bite contains the chain, from jaw corner hook to cold storage, and it shows instantly.
We reset in the dark, because the ocean never ends a story. It only turns the page to the next fight.